Hey y'all, welcome to the NAKE'd podcast. Let's bare our souls here. I'm Norma and I'm a 27-year-old living a pretty normal life with my better half, stepson, and dog. I work a regular 9 to 5 and I'm really pumped to be sitting here with my friends to create something like this. We all have such different experiences, and coming together to give different perspectives helps us understand each other and apply that to the real world scenarios. We by no means always agree with each other, but we do respect each other. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. I know for sure I'm in that awkward adult phase where I'm an adultier adult, but also need some guidance. As we get older, so do our parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and begin to have kids of our own. It's a weird time, man. It's like puberty 2.0, except this time your back hurts for no reason and get heartburn from everything, and frankly have no idea what you're doing, whereas when you were a teen, you thought you knew everything and your skin bounced back. It's simply not fair, but hopefully we can help you navigate through it by letting you know that you're not alone. Personally, I would like to talk about relationships, pop culture, and news. I love to hear the tea, so please write me at OfficialMillennial.Norma at gmail.com. Let's talk about movies and shows we watch and suggest your faves to me. Let's talk about news and what it means for us as millennials and how we can truly make a difference. Let's talk about the possibilities and make them reality. And joining me on this journey is my better half, Alan.
Hey nerds, my name is Alan. I'm 28 years old and currently living with my girlfriend, son, and doggo. I'm from a small Texas town that borders Mexico. There was nothing really to do there and not many industries to branch into, so I moved to San Antonio when I was about 21. I currently work for a company that provides medical equipment for hospitals, physicians, and other health professionals. Specifically, I maintenance and troubleshoot an enterprise-level software that deals with medicine dispensing. As for my personal life and time, I'm an avid gamer, a Dungeons & Dragons DM, Jedi nerd, and a tech home lab enthusiast. Oh, and I like to dabble in gardening. As far as what I want to share with y'all, I want to share the importance of being conscious about your online personality and identity. I know that we want to share the absolute highs in our lives with the world, but you're also sharing that information with companies who only want to make money from what you're providing, as well as with hackers who want to use your information for personal gain. I want to talk about the security news that you may not have heard from other sources, the newest AAA game that is currently in development, and the new Star Wars movie. Maybe we'll talk about the Lord of the Rings prequels on Amazon. And next, let me introduce you to a friend and fellow nerd.
What's going on, my nerf herders? This is Ethan, giving you a little rundown of what I hope to get out of this podcast, which is some great times with my friends, talking about some great topics, and just getting our opinion out there on everything from Star Wars, as Alan talked about, to politics, financials, everyday millennial things that we don't really get taught at school, but we need to know what's going on. I don't know how many of y'all actually know what a stock is, what a bond is. Do you know how to set up a checking account? Do you know how to set up an investment account? What do you need to do to invest? When you bring up investment to any millennial nowadays, it's automatically like, what? I myself work at a small family electrical contractor here in Texas, where a lot of the stuff that I see on the news really scares us, and I haven't felt represented lately. That's why I want to be out here. I want to get my opinion on record, get my voice out there so that people know what I think, what I feel. All they got to do is come listen, like, and subscribe, and help us out here, get us going. We would really like this to be kind of a community thing. So if there's any questions or topics that you like us to talk about or hear our opinion on, email us at OfficialMillennial.Info at gmail.com. We'll talk about whatever we can, whatever we think is appropriate, and hopefully get everyone's opinion on the matter. Well, thank you for listening to me. And now to hand it over to my beautiful girlfriend.
Aw, thank you, baby. And thanks, guys, for listening to the NAKE'd podcast. I'm Kielyn. I'm from a small town in East Texas you've never heard of. And the catchphrase I hear most often is, "Why are you so weird?" I'm at that age where I'm teaching half of my coworkers how to make an Excel spreadsheet, and the other half is teaching me what a yeet is. I'm one of those people who want to figure out what's wrong with me, and at the same time keep telling myself, this is normal. You'll figure out how to keep going. I wanted to join in with my friends to do this podcast, to force myself to face reality and finally do something about where I'm headed with my life. That means figuring out a career that I care about. That means learning what stocks are and how to navigate them. That means spending random time with my friends who I have the best conversations with. Boyfriend Ethan pushes me to be a better person and supports about 98 of my decisions. We're still discussing the shaved head look. Fur Baby Pepper has been my rock through 10 long years, and Fur Baby Shiner gives the best cuddles when I'm feeling down. I want to share this journey of finding myself with my friends and with you guys, the listeners, because if I had heard someone who sounded like what I felt, I might have finally gotten my butt in gear sooner. And along the way, if we discover new movies, new board games, and new drugs, all the better, right? But seriously, Weirdlands, this podcast is about figuring out life together. So shoot us emails with topics you'd like to hear us talk about, because we love listening to ourselves talk as well.
Yes, you do, baby.
I think it's true for all of us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I like the sound of my own voice.
Well, guys, thank you for listening, and be sure to like and subscribe.
I don't think they can like, but definitely subscribe.
Where can we do that at, Alan?
Oh, we can do that everywhere. Anchor, Amazon, Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Music.
You name it, we got it.
Let's do this. Stay naked.
Stay beautiful.
Spread the love.
Be excellent to each other.